A few years ago, Oksana and Herman vowed to spend their lives together. Herman, a driven entrepreneur, was thriving in his business, and with his support, Oksana finally had the opportunity to fully embrace her passion for fashion. With a sewing machine and a dedicated workspace, a thoughtful gift from her husband, she threw herself into garment creation. What started as personal projects soon turned into custom orders from friends and acquaintances, encouraging her every step of the way. Herman financed her trips to workshops and courses, helping her refine her craft. In the early days, Herman faced struggles in his entrepreneurial journey, but everything changed when Vladimir, an old college friend, entered the picture. Impressed by Herman's vision, Vladimir gradually became a trusted business partner. Their collaboration flourished, and with time Herman came to rely on him completely. He took pride in his accomplishments: a successful business, a loving wife, and a comfortable home. Eager to surprise Oksana, he planned something special for their unexpected homecoming. Knowing her love for unique handcrafted pieces, he recalled a small jewelry shop he had passed by. Curious if they crafted custom pieces, he inquired and, receiving a positive response, scheduled a visit after work. Collaborating with the craftsman, he designed a white gold ring adorned with delicate gemstones, its design resembling ocean waves, a tribute to the fateful moment they met by the seashore. When the ring was complete, he presented it to Oksana, who was deeply touched by the gesture. She cherished the piece, wearing it alongside her wedding band. A few months later, after an exhausting workday, Herman returned home looking forward to a quiet evening. As Oksana served dinner, he noticed something was missing. "Oksana, where is the ring?" he asked, puzzled. "I took it to the workshop," she admitted regretfully. "I accidentally scratched it while sewing, so they're fixing it. If you had told me, I could have taken it back to the jeweler who made it for us," Herman said, disappointment evident in his voice. "Don't worry," she reassured him with a light-hearted laugh. "It's just a small fix. I can handle it." The next morning, as Herman hurried to the public transport stop, his car still in need of repairs, he couldn't shake a lingering thought. How had Oksana scratched the ring while using the machine? Then again, knowing her knack for unexpected mishaps, it wasn't entirely surprising. Later that day, already running late for contract negotiations, he found no available taxis. Just as frustration set in, he spotted Vladimir's car parked nearby. Remembering that his friend had called in sick, Herman's curiosity piqued. He approached just as Vladimir stepped out of a store holding a small bag. "What are you doing here? I thought you were bedridden," Herman remarked, suspicion creeping into his voice. Vladimir hesitated for a fraction of a second before regaining composure. "I'm feeling better. Just needed to grab a few things from the store," he replied casually. "Right. Well, since you're here, could you give me a ride to the business center? I'm running late." As they sped toward the destination, Vladimir shifted the conversation to a familiar topic: the need to expand the business and formalize their partnership as equals. Though they had discussed it before, bureaucratic hurdles had delayed the process. While Vladimir spoke passionately about his vision, Herman couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Reaching for a bottle of water in the back seat, Herman's eyes caught something shiny on the mat: a custom-made ring, the one his wife owned. Suspicion crept in as he glanced at Vladimir, his mind racing to piece everything together. The supposed illness, the absence from work, and now his wife's missing ring turning up in his friend's car. It was all too convenient. The realization hit him like a bolt of lightning. Vladimir hadn't just been planning to formalize their business partnership. He had also been pursuing Herman's wife. Betrayal and fury surged through Herman as he grasped the extent of Vladimir's reckless overreach. The business, solely registered in Herman's name, placed all control firmly in his hands. Nothing stood in the way of cutting Vladimir off completely. Wasting no time, he revoked Vladimir's access to their shared documents and barred him from the office. That evening, Herman confronted Oksana. He returned her ring, exposing her involvement in Vladimir's deceit. The color drained from her face as she realized there was no escape from the truth. Without hesitation, Herman ordered her to leave. Forced to face the consequences of her betrayal, She packed her belongings and departed, even as she pleaded for another chance. Herman remained unmoved. To erase any lingering ties, he arranged for a courier to deliver the rest of her things, a final act of closure. Seeking comfort in Vladimir, Oksana soon discovered that the foundation of their relationship was crumbling. Vladimir, blinded by jealousy and ambition, failed to re-establish himself in business, his financial troubles growing by the day. The burden of their struggles fell on Oksana, who found herself supporting them both with her job. The weight of it became unbearable. Eventually, she left, taking refuge with a friend before filing for divorce. Despite her later attempt to reconcile with Herman, he refused to look back. The past was a closed chapter, one he had no intention of reopening. Instead, he channeled his energy into his work as he always had. With his eyes fixed on the future, he remained steadfast in his pursuit of success, leaving the betrayals of the past behind him.